Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us on Between the Covers. My name is Bradley Shaw, and tonight I am with Gillian Wells, author of Bub Tub, Volume 2. So for all of you watching who has enjoyed Volume 1, Gillian has written another one. And good evening, Gillian. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you, Bradley. Good evening.
Yeah, it's good. And you look lovely tonight, by the way.
Thank you.
So tell everybody watching, what are they going to expect for Bub Tub Volume 2, which is coming out in August?
Oh, well, there's lots more adventures and there's more animals as well. Because without giving too much away, Bub actually has a little baby. So Bub has a foal.
Oh, very exciting.
And the foal gets into all sorts of mischief, as little ones do.
And what's the foal's name?
Sunny, because he's
Sunny.
Sunny. Sunny, not Sonny, because he's
Yeah.
born, when he's first born, his coat is lit up by the early morning sun and he looks really beautiful. So they call him
Awesome.
Sunny.
That's good.
And he gets into all scrapes.
So this was again written in tone with your grandchildren, stories you told and shared with them?
Yes. Except for the last three, which I've written more recently, and grandchildren are getting a bit old for them now. So, well, they still enjoy them, I think.
I'm sure they'll share them with their children too, though.
Yeah, sure they will. Sorry, I was just going to say, actually, I've had adults buy the first Bub Tub because they love animals and they love reading those stories, even if they are adults. So that's
wonderful.
Good.
Wonderful. So the response has been positive to book 1 as well?
Yes, very positive. Yeah.
So the expectation is that we hope everyone enjoys book 2 with a few more characters and a few more action events as well. Yeah. So is there going to be more Bub Tub stories, or will this be it for Volume 2 at the moment?
I'm not sure. I think if there's more children's stories, there'll be probably somebody a bit different, because I think I probably use Bub Tub up. Yeah. There might be another dog or horse story somewhere in the pipeline in the future. But
and what have you enjoyed about Bub Tub's adventures? What have you enjoyed writing about them for yourself?
Oh, just inventing the mischief that animals can get into. It's really quite exciting, the things that animals can do that maybe humans would like to do sometimes, but we can't because we're human.
Fair enough. Was it difficult to put yourself into an animal's mindset, like to think, would a horse do this, or a dog do this, or what would a dog do, or how would you create your dynamics to understand what you were doing? Or was it just about children?
I think because I've observed naughty dogs and mischievous ponies many times in my life, I think it was quite easy to sort of imagine the things they could get up to. So I didn't find it very hard at all.
Because you're an equestrian, aren't you, yourself?
Yes.
Yeah. So you've written quite a lot. Have you ridden in competition? You've actually got 2 stales. Yeah. Yeah,
I've done a bit of everything. Well, I haven't done any horse racing, but I've done a bit of show jumping, a bit of cross country. I never really took to dressage. That was too slow.
Yes.
But I did a lot of fox hunting in the UK for years and years, which is probably the most dangerous of the horse sports in some ways, because you don't know what you're going to come across.
Well, that's true. It's not like it's a pathed out track, is it, or anything?
Sometimes. Yeah, no, that's right. It's not a designated track. It's completely cross country and completely mad.
Yeah. So how long have you ridden horses? Did you grow up with them on farms?
Oh yes, since I was about 2 or 3 up until just recently.
So you've always been around animals, horses, dogs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Never been without a dog.
What do you find the most easiest to ride out of the 2 animals, the horse or the dog? Like, what do you think is most challenging?
That's a difficult one. Sometimes I think it's probably the dog, and then there's other times I think it's probably the horse, so I'm not really sure.
I don't know, I'd put money on the children as well. I mean, they're going to be, let's face it, they're just as mischievous as well, aren't they, in these stories? I mean, your children are great. So they've grown too since volume 1, haven't they? They're a little older, the children.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is great because writing children's books, it's great if you can evolve, because children that read the book last year with volume 1 would now be at an older stage for volume 2, which is great.
That's right. That's why I wanted it to be a progression, because I felt it would suit children that way. As you say, as they get older, they can relate to the older children.
Absolutely. And have you enjoyed promoting the first book and looking forward, of course, to the second book? I mean,
yes, I have. It's been great fun. I went to school the other day, and the children's questions were quite amazing, actually.
What do they ask?
You know, what made you call them Bub and Tub? To which I said I didn't know, because it was a tongue twister.
Fair enough.
How long did it take you to write it? Which is your favourite animal? All sorts of questions. They were really, really actually into it all. So it was really good.
So, in that context, which is your favourite, Bub or Tub? Drum roll.
I think probably just a sneaky little bit of me likes Tub best, the dog.
Yeah.
But because Bub is a little bit more serious, so
yes. Well, he looks out for Tub. He's a bit of radical, isn't he?
Yeah,
a bit of interest.
Right.
Yeah. So, what are you hoping the kids take away from this next book? What are you hoping they enjoy?
Oh, I hope they enjoy Bub's fall.
Yes.
And the mischief he gets into, because of course he's little and he does things he shouldn't.
Yes, of course.
And he gets muddled up with Willy Wombat and the kangaroos and the kookaburras, they're all still there.
Fantastic.
It's fun.
Oh, good. And like you said, you've written, you're looking at other children's books and stuff like that. And do you think you'll continue writing like these stories and continue sharing them as much as you can?
I hope so. I mean, at the moment I'm a bit bogged down with an adult book that I'm writing, but I think when I finish that, I might go back and write another children's book.
Good. We hope so, because we love Bub and Tub and other characters I'm sure you have in your mindset.
Yes, I have. They'll be probably similar characters in a way, but a bit different.
Do people need to buy volume 1 to read volume 2? Is there a bridge, or is it they're too distinct? They can read volume 2 okay without volume 1? I'm sure they'll go back to get volume 1. But
I think they probably will, but I think so, yes. I mean, each story is a little bit different anyway in each book. So if they buy volume 2, it might really whet their appetite to buy volume 1, hopefully, if they haven't got it. So I think they could, go with either, really.
Good. Well, do you hear that, everybody? You got to buy volume 1 or 2. So either one's going to be great, but just buy one. They're available at every bookstore and every place that you can buy books online. We do ask you to go to your local bookstore and buy it, though, because we want to support local businesses. And Bub and Tub from Gillian Wells Adventures Book 2. Wonderful job, wonderful book. So please support local Australian authors or British authors writing about Australian animals. But yeah, well done, Gillian. Well, great job, and so proud of you. Done some marvellous work.
Thank you.
And I hope everybody enjoys it. So just for those that don't know you that well, share with us your interesting little writer's quirk that you might have when you're writing Bub and Tub Adventures.
Well, I sit and look at the view. So I have wonderful views where I live, and look at my dog and think of the things she might get up to if I was sort of making her be obedient, and just let my mind run riot, really.
Yeah. So it's just drafting, it's just writing and then letting it sort of tell itself, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I do that with all my books, whatever they are. I tell me the story.
I think you said in book 1, I remember you said you told the children, you were just telling them the stories, and then of course it had to evolve that they wanted more, they wanted to read it, it became their book.
That's right, absolutely.
Fantastic. Yeah, and did you continue with that book, with book 2? Did you continue telling them the stories, or as you said, you wanted to add more?
Because they're older. No, I wrote them down and they read them to themselves, which is a bit of a shame in a way, because I enjoy reading them as well.
But you've been touring. You've been doing a lot of touring lately, libraries and schools and talking to the kids and reading and that, which is fantastic. So if you do want Gillian to come and visit your library or your school or anything, please reach out to us here and we'll get in touch with Gillian, or through her website, Gillian Wells Author. Would be great. So, but yeah, well done.
it's great fun talking to the children, and the after school club I did the other day, I got them all drawing pictures of the Bub and Tub and whatnot, which was quite interesting, I have to say. It was some
interesting, yes. Yes, kids have a different perception of how things look, don't they?
They do, yes.
Well, that's wonderful. Well done. Congratulations again on book 2. Very excited about it coming out for you. And everybody, as I said, please do grab a copy, local bookstore or online. And thank you for talking to us again, Jill. It's been lovely.
Thank you very much, Bradley. Thank you.
No worries. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining us. And go buy a book and support an author. Thank you.